Alright, I think it's time that I made this video as well. It's related and very similar to the what if I just put my head down for 3 months video, and I'd like to talk about what's happened. So obviously I have my log for today uploaded and ready to access. Now, as that's been happening, the phone's been on a lot. It's been on for very long periods of time, and I was responding and looking at over and over again a comment that, well, comments actually, that Money May put on the day 89 log. I was just rereading that, his first comment over and over and over and over and over again. Keep grinding your, what was it? Keep grinding, it's only a matter of time until the masses notice you, his wording. And I was just reading that over and over and over again. I believe him, and if you're watching this, I believe you. But as that's happening, I'm really focusing on wanting to improve my habits. And that's what this video is about. I understand Rome wasn't built in a day, but I really would like to improve. So let me get to the point as to what I'm actually talking about. As I was saying, the video was uploading and it took a long while to upload, maybe over an hour from start to finish, from when it started this preparation process all the way to when it was actually accessible for everyone to see. When it comes to YouTube videos, this is how it works. So it goes through preparing, and then it goes through uploading, and then after that it goes through processing, and once it reaches 100% in all criteria in that order, then it gets uploaded. And it takes a long time for videos, especially over an hour, for to be able to go through that entire process. And as it's done that, I saw that day 89 comment that he gave me initially, and I kept on reading it over and over and over again. Not only to respond, but just on impulse. It could be what I call short-term comfort and what many self-improvement creators call instant gratification. And I'd just like to say, again, I said this in a previous video, that don't be fooled. It's well known that from a viewer standpoint, YouTube can hook you if you allow it to. And also from a creator standpoint, YouTube can hook you, again, if you allow it to. And I'd say before now, I've allowed it to, by looking at analytics. Even though I remember saying I didn't want to look at analytics because I just want to be able to upload and then it will grow. Speaking of growth, the day 89 video got two views that weren't mine, and now the thing has 8. It may have, it could be the other 6 views, could be quite a few of them be me, but I don't think all 6 of them were me, because I commented to Money May, and then Money May's gone and responded back to me, and then I've gone back and responded to him. So I don't think all of the other 6 views were mine. But yeah, I just like to say that YouTube can also hook you from a producer standpoint, as I said in a previous video, at least one of them that I did very recently. But I don't really hear this. I don't really hear this be spoken about at all. And if there's anyone in the future that actually has had experiences of this, it'd be amazing if other creators could upload their experiences of what it's like to get instant gratification, short-term comfort, I call it, through videos that get many views and things like that. I'd be quite curious to hear about what other people have to say on the topic, but I'd probably see that a year from now. Pardon me, as I'm going through this monk mode stage of just putting my head down, and I'm using this video to just have a talk and remind myself that in order to put my head down more and improve from what I'm doing now, even though I'm doing more of what I want to do than I have done in the past, I certainly still can improve, and there's a lot of room for improvement. And I'd like to say I can improve in a way. No, one way I can improve is just let the video go, just let the video do its thing, and then when it's done, immediately click off. I didn't do that, and I think it'd also be sensible to not look at analytics at all, even though they do look stupid. Because of that Plank Day 85 Notice 6 video, what's going to happen is the graph is now extremely small when it used to be it was readable basically. You could actually see differences with the single digit returning viewers and new viewers. You can't do that anymore. It's basically for returning viewers and new viewers until a couple of days ago. They're all just, the purple and blue lines are all just squiggly lines. For future reference, if it ever changes and YouTube changes it, returning viewers on the graph is purple and new viewers on the graph is light blue. I'd say maybe cyan. But anyway, with the returning viewers, it's extremely small. New viewers extremely small, but then it goes almost like a straight line up. It's kind of like that. That's what the analytics look like, because of the sheer amount of views that I got in the space of 2 days. I got like, I remember it was 294 views in 2 days. I'm gonna stop recording this clip and let the analytics play. I think with all of these analytics in mind that I've just shown you, you could probably agree with me that the channel actually is now active and that it's starting to blow up. Slowly but surely, every single day, by putting the effort in and having something to show every single day, I am now growing this channel in which 2 people that aren't me, or 2 views aren't mine, and we're going to grow and grow and grow and grow from that. And if there's anyone that wants to start a self-improvement channel like how I'm doing with daily exercise videos, or even something similar maybe, then mate, you'll see my story. This is my story. This is a part of it, and you're gonna see me grow. You're gonna see me as I go through it day by day. Or if not, you may have seen me in the future from now after I've made this video, and then you come back to this one, and then you can now see, you can see my humble beginnings. My humble beginnings of my humble beginnings of not earning any money, having any income sources, looking for work, and building an ebook, Amazon KDP, potentially even FBA, even though I haven't done much research on it, having thoughts of being a model, selling courses online related to exercising and related to how to transform your life. All of these things, you're seeing the starting place from it. And you're even seeing the pixels from the phone that's recording at this point in time, as I'm recording inside with this iPhone XR. You're seeing it. This is it. I'm not special, honestly, and you're going to see me grow. Or, again, if you're watching from the future, you'll see these humble beginnings, and you'll see where I'm at that point in time. But I'm telling you now, because of what I'm doing now with this monk mode thing, and just spending it 1 year to get my head down, my life is going to completely transform. Not only because I'm saying it, but because I believe myself when I'm saying it. I need to remember to look at the camera instead of the phone. But yeah, I'm not only saying it, but I believe myself when I'm saying it. And with that in mind, everything else is going to fall into place. Like Castillo, I remember Castillo using those words, and I've just copied him. I'm thinking of the grilling video. Probably that's a completely different topic, but yeah, everything, just like how he said, even though it's not related to transforming your life, everything will fall into place. And day by day, I'm making that a reality. Even though Rome wasn't built in a day, and even though I'm not an absolute production freak, or no, a productivity freak, or productivity god, or whatever. Not that I'd use that wording. Even though I do believe we are creators of our own reality, I probably wouldn't use the word productivity god. But anyway, the main point of what I'm trying to say is, I know I can improve, and the way I want to improve is by just letting the video do its thing and upload, but don't watch it as it's uploading. Go and do something else, and then as soon as it's uploaded, click it off and put it in a different room, put the phone in a different room, as I go and build all of these ideas that I'm thinking of, like selling journals and creating the ebook and that, and the courses and that. So what I could do is I can, this is a specific place, it's here. Is it? Yeah, I think it's okay. I'll put it here, below the table, and let it do its thing. Maybe look at it every now and then, but it's a lot more out of sight than it is here on the table. I did a sweeping motion as if I'm cleaning it. I'm not cleaning it, but yeah, it's pretty clean, to be fair. But anyway, yeah, that's the way I want to improve. Put it much more out of sight, and then when it's done, get off it immediately and put it somewhere else. But I do understand that Rome's not built in a day. But instead of consuming YouTube, I'm now creating another video. But again, yeah, I'm actually, it's rather interesting to me that even for the creators of YouTube can try and, with their algorithms and that, and with how they've created the feed, they can try, maybe that's their attempt at getting both producers and consumers, viewers, hooked into watching, because that means more money, more ads. it's a bit messed up, seeing as from a viewer side, yeah, you're stuck. You're not stuck, but the more you do it, the harder, the more difficult it is to break the habit. But producers are incentivized. There's an incentive for producers to carry on creating more because you can make money from it nowadays. And then that cycle just carries on repeating itself. And it reminds me of what a thing that Hamza said in one of his videos, that these sorts of videos in the future, they genuinely could fuel somebody else's YouTube consumption addiction. But even though that's the case, it's just gonna have to be something that I accept, and I'll be able to accept that with a lot more peace if my efforts to help people far outweigh how many people would admit to binge watching YouTube and allowing themselves to stay addicted because of my videos. But as far as I'm concerned, when it comes to creating videos, I'm not going to stop, because this is my outlet for me to be able to release all of the thoughts that I've had on my mind, and this is one of the best decisions that I've made in my life. From a mental standpoint, it allows me to, it's allowing me to work through fears that I've had in the past. It's allowing me to think differently, and it's allowed me to undo years of resentment and pain that I've physically held and that I've held mentally towards my family and myself as well. When I had listened to them saying you can't get a job whilst doing school and that, my parents would tell me that, and I just listened, and I didn't know how to deal with it. I'd stew. And then years later, that built up to dark thoughts, in combination with listening to people saying, I'm going to shoot and shank you. Not only that, but I said, could have also felt inferiority as well. And because of the dynamic as well, I could have had that thought as well, because of the dynamic we had. I just said, I think the dynamic plays a part, because it's like, I made myself believe that I can actually freely speak to my parents, and I understand that if they really wanted to, my parents could kick me out to the curb. They can leave me homeless, and they can kick me out and put me in a position where I must fend for my own. So there was that. There's also that to take into account. But anyway, I'm getting off topic. The main thing that I wanted to talk about is to just put the phone out of sight as it's uploading, and once you responded to a comment, that's okay. If you want to respond to a comment, I'm speaking to myself here, it's okay if you want to respond to a comment, that's fine, but that's it. Once you've responded, stop staring. Don't stare. Instead of staring, put it out of sight. Even throw it on the bed, like just put it somewhere else that is not out of sight, on the table where you can clearly see it and you're staring. Yeah, I don't want to tell myself don't do that, because the mind would get rid of the don't part. So I just instead tell myself what to do. Leave it out of sight. You can throw it on the bed. You can put it in one of the open compartments of this table. Something else other than staring at it and leaving it on the table and looking through analytics. But yeah, that's the end of the video. Yeah, I understand that Rome wasn't built in a day, and you'll see me progress every single day, bit by bit, every day, in every way. I'm getting better and better. It's an idea that Think and Grow Rich came up with, and that I'm following. When it comes to transforming your life, that's probably a book I'd recommend. It's actually a book that one of my sisters has allowed me to have, and I'm just reading snippets of it that I think are most important to me at this point in time, but that's for another video. Anyway, I'll see you in the next one. Rome wasn't built in a day, and remember that. And every day, in every way, you're getting better and better, especially if you're on the self-improvement journey, just like how I am. Take care of yourselves and don't suppress yourselves, because that will lead you to a life in which you can't speak about what's on your mind freely, and that is just holding you prison in emotional incarceration, which could lead you onto having dark thoughts. So keep that in mind when you try and hold back on thoughts that you want to work through. Anyway, that's it. I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Take care of yourselves out there, man.